Welcome to Witchy Work Wishes, a place to find your weekly inspiration for bringing your personal witchcraft into your business, work, and office. Hi, and welcome to episode number 1, all about me, for the Witchy Work Wishes podcast. I am so excited to be doing this podcast and sharing all of my findings with my listeners. This podcast was really created out of my own quest to find more ways I could personally bring witchy things into my place of business. I've been a business owner for 14 amazing years. I own a bookkeeping and payroll practice in California that I started from the ground up in 2008. I've been working in the field of bookkeeping for over 30 years. My practice is small. I have 5 employees and about probably 85 clients that include wineries, restaurants, retail stores, construction companies, property management companies, and so on. I'm very fortunate to have a diverse client portfolio. I love my office and I love what I do. Since I am the owner, I do have a lot of flexibility on how the office is decorated in general, and of course how it's decorated for the seasons. I know not all of my listeners will be business owners, so I will be incorporating things for everyone on the wish list. With all of that said, my personal life is very private, and I am a broom closet witch. So my office does not reflect the many things that bring me joy at home with my witchcraft practice. I know I'm going against the grain on this one. Every research book seems to tell us and advise us how to separate work and our personal life. But I'm on a quest to find a balance within my office to blend them and incorporate these two areas. I've spent the last year and a half really diving into the witchy world in general, researching lots of different areas that I thought I could start bridging and incorporating some things into my office. Of course, that is reading, watching videos, podcasts are amazing. I love that platform. And of course, I think we would all agree as a community, the process of learning and growing is never ending. I have found in my readings that I have probably been a witch for a really long time and just never knew to call myself one. So in the process of researching and making notes of ways I can bring witchy things into my place of business, it's really opened so many more doors of areas I'm personally interested in expanding my witchcraft practice. So it's been a win-win on every level I can possibly think of. As a business owner, I do think it's important to keep a fairly neutral or general office, certainly based off of the type of practice I have for bookkeeping and payroll, that is very inclusive. I am a big believer in everybody gets to do what they want to do. If it's something that makes you a better person, helps you get through the day, and motivates you, then I'm all for it. I do think the general office environment needs to be fairly neutral, though, so that every person is welcome and feels invited. This podcast will support that very environment. And as it's launching here, October 5th, it happens to be a really easy season to be decorating and doing things witchy. And if you're anything like me, you started decorating in August. If you are a business owner and your business is in the witchcraft world and you have any suggestions on ways other people who are not in that environment, that have more of a corporate office or a shared space for their desk and work, I would love any tips and tricks you have. I'm gathering as many notes as possible and I'm so excited to share them with everybody. But you never know what you don't know. So if somebody's listening to this and has a great way, trick, tip, or idea, or something within their own practice that they can share, please reach out to me. I would love to combine that into this podcast and share it with my listeners as well. Thank you so much for joining me and clicking on this podcast to learn more about witchy things and bringing them into your place of business, office, desk, or work. And if you have anything on your wish list and would like it added, let me know. I'm really excited for next week's episode, launching on Wednesday, October 12th. And it's all about how good work mornings start the night before. If you're looking at the logo I have for this podcast, it is of my youngest cat sitting down on my hearth, looking at some candles that are lit with a cute little pillow that says Home Sweet Home. I'll dive more into this next week, but that really captures one of the ways I prepare for a good work morning the night before. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk with you next week. Thank you for joining me today at Witchy Work Wishes, a place to find your weekly inspiration for bringing your personal witchcraft into your business, work, and office. For more information and additional content, please visit me online at witchyworkwishes.com. You can send an email to info@witchyworkwishes.com or follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Just search for Witchy Work Wishes.